Please listen. Every provision of grace has two dimensions to it for every one of us as believers. The first is the legal dimension of it. Legally, that's ours. It's already written. The verdict has been passed. It's a legal document, binding. God has done it, and he has given evidence in his word that this is done. So legally, the victory is ours. But people do not enjoy the grace of God because it's legally theirs. Something can be legally legally yours. Legally it's yours. But yet the person will still not enjoy it, even though it's legally yours. Legally means you can now stand with the boldness and the audacity and take what is yours. You have to now take it. There is another dimension of what God provides. It's called the vital dimension. The vital dimension is when a believer who now has come into the knowledge of what legally is his, he knows it, now decides by faith. Everybody say by faith. Come on, say by faith. To possess it and take hold of it. For example, divine health is legally ours. But it doesn't mean the enemy won't try to attack your body with lying symptoms. Lying symptoms. It doesn't mean that if you go for a test, that the test won't give a verdict and a report that is a lie, contrary to what God is saying and has done for your health. Is now led for you. Do you know that in spite of these symptoms, do you know what God has done for you? Do you know the provisions he has made through what Jesus did for your health? And are you going to take hold of it by faith? Are you now going to take hold of it by faith? So legally, you are healed. Legally, God sees you as healed. Legally, there is a provision for divine health. But vitally, you're now going to have to fight the good fight of your faith. Because there is a circumstance, because there are symptoms, because there is an attack of the enemy that is trying to say that what God says you are not. That what God says you have not. That what God says is done in your life, he's not done. You're not going to have to stand with the evidence of things not felt. You're not feeling healthy, but you're going to call yourself healthy. The evidence of things not seen. You're not physically seeing it. You're not physically touching it. But you're going to stand and declare yourself. This is what God says. And you're going to fight the good fight of faith. You now have to decide, am I going to accept the lies of the enemy? Am I going to subject myself and define myself and make conclusions based on the natural? Am I going to walk by sight, or am I going to function by faith? It's now your choice. Everything God provides for us through the finished work of Christ must be obtained by faith for it to be enjoyed experientially. It must be obtained by faith for it to be enjoyed experientially. It must be obtained by faith. And there may be seasons in your life you may never have a need to walk in the consciousness of faith in that area, because there may not be any attack of the enemy against that area or any trial rising in that area. But there will be times that there will be trials, and there will be times the enemy may contend for what God says is yours, and there will be lying vanities and lying symptoms and different things ordinarily that may come against it. At that moment, you must remember, it's a fight of faith. 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 And can I tell you something? I want you to wave your hands wherever you are. If, hear me and hear me very well, if you don't arm yourself for that war of faith, there will be many things that belongs to you legally, that has your name on it legally, that God has already provided legally, that you may never experience or enjoy on planet Earth.